Hello, beautiful diamonds of light. It is your girl, Diamond of Light. And it's late night vibes. Y'all, this solar eclipse energy has been beautiful today. Who been feeling good today? I know I have. You know what? Usually, during new moon cycles, like the energy be heavy for me. Usually new moons are fucking horrendous. Like I have to fight for the all fight. I'm talking about, ugh. But y'all, this new moon right here, today, the energy has been good, and I know it's because it's eclipse, baby. This eclipse is in Scorpio, so you know it supported your girl. You know I got fire all up in here. You know, now I got me a new necklace today. Yeah, it's a black evil eye, okay? That means protection and power, you know, having power and magnifying your power and your protection and all that other stuff. And I got me a new little bracelet. I did a little shopping, you know what I'm saying, today. Went downtown and, you know, just got a few things, nothing major. I didn't, per se, go get what I wanted to get, but I did pick up some things. I did pick up a few little things, you know, for me. So, I'm good with that, you know. I just wish I had, you know, money of my own so I could shop. But I'm grateful for what I did get today. I can't complain. I won't complain. I'm so grateful. So it was nice to get out the house today and be able to get me a few things. It was. You're not hungry at this time of night. No, you're not. I don't know what you're hungry at. You better go in there and get you a butter knife and a banana and cut it up. How about that? That's all you're going to get? I thought you were going to get something sweet or something. Oh, these kids, they be trying. Anyway, y'all, I say, but I keep forgetting to get me some Q-tips, y'all. And so I'm going to try to work with the few I got. Which I don't really want to work with because they unraveling this stuff, you know? But we're not going to let the devil stop us because no. I need you know what I need? Hold up, y'all. Let me go get me some scissors. I got this. All right, let me cut off this extra excess cotton. Hopefully it worked. I think I'm trying to figure something out. Either way, let's see. Yeah. Oh, there it goes. That helped a little bit. I think it really needs a little bit. Alright. Yeah, I speak today has been well for everybody, y'all. And then, y'all, last night, oh my goodness, I know my ancestors and souls have to be keeping me up, y'all, because I could not sleep. I don't care. I tried to take some melatonin. I tried to take some gummies and some nighttime medicine, like natural stuff. It was all natural. And y'all, I still could not go to sleep. I was up. I'm talking about I was up to about, how long I was up to like 5 o'clock? Something like that. I was like, yeah, that's them keeping me up. So no matter what I did, they do that though. That's, you know, they will keep me up. But then I did, when I woke up this morning, I can't really exactly remember what I said because it was in my head because I had woke up a little bit the first time when I first came into my awareness. I heard a voice say something about you have to take your awoke consciousness and merge it with your dream consciousness. Okay, 242 on the clock. I don't know why I was saying it, but it was some reason why a voice told me that. It was something about your dream consciousness and your consciousness when you're awoke. Something about them merging together. A voice said that, and then I don't know why I don't say that, but that's That's what I heard when I woke up, and I heard exactly what it said, but then I had went back to sleep, and then I woke up. I still remember I had heard a voice say something like that, but I couldn't remember it. Like it had said it something like that, but it wasn't exactly how it went. You see what I'm saying? But I knew it was something saying something about merging your dream, your consciousness in your dreams with your consciousness when you're awoke. I don't know why. I can't remember why it was telling me that, or why that voice came to me. I should have woke up then and tried to put it together, but I did get that this morning, y'all. So, maybe somebody, it'll resonate with somebody, and they'll probably, maybe you can perceive what it means. But, yeah, something about your dream time consciousness and your consciousness when you're awoke and merge them together for something. I guess it was I think it was something about manifesting, to be able to manifest or something, 5 o'clock. So, yeah, to be able to manifest, like, there's something about being able to manifest. You got to take your dream time consciousness, your consciousness in your dream, but I don't dream like that. Like, I will dream here and there. Like, when I used to dream a lot when I was younger, my dreams would be visions of things that came true. Very similar to my dreams. So I used to have dreams that came to pass. Like, I would dream something, and the things I would dream about, like, sometime later on along the way. Like, for instance, so let me give a scenario of a dream. So, when I was living in Nashville, Tennessee in 2010, I had went there in 2000, I think. 2007 I went there. But anyway, yeah, I had went there in 2000. I had moved there, and I lived in Nashville for 8 years. And I remember in 2010 I was in a ministry, I was in a ministry now during this time, in the ministry that I first came there, because I was back and forth from like leaving, like trying to get out of an abusive relationship with my ex-husband, and the only place I had to go, because I wasn't there, when going back to my hometown, was that ministry. And when they forced me, like, I was forced to be with him. Like, I'm gonna tell that story real quick, since let's do story time. Okay. So when it came to my I've been married, and it was forced on me, though. It was forced, y'all. And it's crazy because as I'm doing this, like, I got stuff all in the mix, things going where I don't want it to. So, it was chaos. So, it was a very, very, my nose is itching, very, very abusive relationship. Mind you, at the time, I was just 23. I was still, wild, and had moved from my hometown to get away from there, because I was just going down a dark road. They had took my daughter from me when I was 21. So this was about 2.5, 3 years after they took my daughter. Okay, so I was 23, 21, 22, 2 years. So it had been 2 years. So mind you, I had been down a dark road, got on drugs and stuff, So I lost it when they took my daughter from me. Not because I was an unfit mother. Money talk, bullcrap walk. They literally took her from me. My baby daddy and them tried to put DPSS, try to send them to my house, but they did not find me negligent, try to get me for negligence. So since DSS didn't take them because they were trying to get her that way, took me to court with a lawyer. Now, I could not afford a lawyer, and legal aid couldn't help me, since everybody, well, you could have got legal aid. I tried to go to legal aid, okay? And because I was defended in the case already, they couldn't help me. So they say. I don't know how they went, but mind you, I was 20 when they first went to court, took me to court. And I was 21 when they finally gave her, right after I turned 21, they gave them custody, full custody, whatever. And it took me down a dark road. I got on drugs and stuff. I lost it. I became suicidal. And I just went down a dark road. Well, and that was in, I guess.
I'm going to pour me some of the juicy juice.
You finna get ready to go to bed. That's what you about to do, because it's getting late. Get some water.
I already got water.
Drink more water.
But
You didn't ask. You just said, I'm offensive to pour me some juicy juice.
Can I have some juicy
And it's not offensive to pour. It's I'm about to pour me some juicy juice. If you were saying that, but you're supposed to ask, Mom, can I please have some juicy juice to drink?
Mom, can I please have some juicy juice to drink?
I'll come in for you some. Okay? Give me a second. Give me a second, okay? Because I'm trying to get into story time while I do this art. All right, hold on. All right, y'all, I'm back. My daughter, okay. I got frustrated, y'all. You know, supposed to be giving me all kind of little stuff, y'all. All kind of little ideas and things that I want to invent, and you know, I gotta just try to figure it out myself. I'm not gonna get any help. I'm just not around here. Not for real. Not for real. I realize that now. You know, people try to do just enough. Can't not do nothing to not look. They make themselves not look bad, but you know. That's why I say no. I keep telling. I'm telling you. I keep telling my baby daddy. I do not want to hear nothing from other people. I don't care if it's a man, a woman, 11, 20, 2 o'clock, 1, 2, 3 o'clock, a bird, a dog, a cat, Jesus itself. Let me tell you something. When somebody come along and interested in my ideas and can help me move forward and the ideas and inventions and things get given to me, I don't want to hear shit when I start, you know, networking and working with other people. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't care. I don't care about your insecurities or whatever your issues is because it's a man. 9 times out of 10, as long as it's legit, and I don't want to hear nothing about who it is whatsoever. I don't, because there's plenty of over the years of these brilliant ideas and stuff that God has given me. I couldn't get no help from my significant other with for real. And we could have been well off with these things on everything. I don't want to hear it. Don't give a fuck all of a sudden. Because I'm like, nah. Because you just going to act like you give a fuck all this shit. When the opportunities so happen, my nose itching, do present yourself. Don't care all of a sudden. Don't give a fuck all of a sudden and act like you're going to help me because somebody else and other people want to come along and help me. No, because you're going to try to play me like you're going to help all of a sudden and still do the same shit. Or just try to slow me down. No, I'm not. I'm so sick. I'm over it. Like, I'm over it. And it's going to be, motherfuckers going to be butthurt and wish. Ain't nobody, wish they helped me. You know what I'm saying? Wish they, you know. And I remember I'm taking everything into consideration. No. I ain't trying to, it's just some things that I know that if I could have my partner, we could have worked together and, you know, really put our all in it. Like, we wouldn't be struggling and stuff. We went and, like, for real, it's stuff that probably could really have did some things, but it's like, I don't get it. Like, it don't even make sense. You know, I think it got a lot to do with, like, I don't even want to get in it because I don't care. Let me go back to the second baby daddy, okay? Because I got 3 baby daddies, yes. But all my kids are spaced out. I have a 22-year-old who has a daughter, but I have a granddaughter that I ain't never got to see in person. I don't talk to my daughter no more. I ain't got to see my granddaughter in a while as far as via phone or whatever because everything that's going on with, you know, my daughter, you know, and her dad, them side of the family, you know, in cahoots with my daddy's side of the family on this inheritance, and, you know, it's my daughter, you know, basically got to grow up around my twin sisters, who I don't even know how their mama even got involved with being able to start seeing my daughter one day. Their mother didn't even really, I mean, we was good friends, we talked and stuff, but not to the point where, you know, basically they was able to be in my daughter's life and I wouldn't. Y'all, my life been crazy. Spirit told me that because they already knew my baby daddy. Like, he was planning into my life, like, through my family and stuff, to intentionally get me pregnant and destroy me. I know that's what I'm getting to, too, like, the actual how I was telling the story about how I met my second abductor. Now, mind you, I did have to go. I did end up going to this ministry that my mom had went to, you know, so she can get off drugs and stuff, and went to Tennessee and got from my hometown. And about a month and a half, 2 months after she left, they had an extra bed open at the women's house. Well, I ended up going there too. Now, I can't blame nobody but myself, because they were like, you know, keep to yourself, no talking to people in the ministry and stuff like that. But this man literally told me he plotted on me. Now, mind you, at this time I had cigarette addictions and, you know, still drinking and stuff. Didn't have no phone, didn't have no money. And he knew that. He used that to his advantage because he was a truck driver, right? 10 years older than me. I'm 23 at the time. Okay? And, of course, you know, I'm just trying to really kick it and shit. Yeah. Just surviving tactics, you know, survive. I really didn't find him all that music, because he wasn't no eye catching. Like he wasn't no looker. He was tall though. 6'3", 3 1/4 or something like that. 6'3", dark skin. The smile, you know, he had a nice little charming smile, but it wasn't no looker. You know, it wasn't no looker. But his height and it could have been some type of glamour spell or something done too. But and like I said, I was in need for, you know, cigarettes. Boy, I heard when you need a motherfucker, boy, when you need something. Anyway, it just probably been just a little innocent talking and stuff, you know. But of course, you know, when you talking to people, eventually, when you're young, dumb, stupid, you end up messing around with them. So we was sneaking around and stuff in this ministry. You don't supposed to be talking to nobody, especially nobody in the ministry. So, honey, how about it got out that me and him was talking. Basically kicking on the phone, wasn't nothing off the rip, like right away, intimately, but it ended up happening. And we went, y'all, I had went down and what was that? I had went down, because it was like you had to be there a year program to even graduate the ministry to be able to get a certificate and move on, all this other stuff. It's a program, right? So I went there like a February of 2007, 2006, something like that. Because I had my daughter in 2008. Now you got to carry a child for 9 months. So I would say, and I'm getting there, yeah, so 2007, 2006 is when I was there. So I went there in February. About a month after I was there, that's when, let's see, March, yeah. About a month after I was there, that's when, you know, I ain't had no phone, I ain't had no money. I was trying to wait on my look, because I was a CNA back home, so I was waiting on my certificate, taking a test and stuff, waiting on my CNA certification to switch over and all this other stuff. Mind you, the older women in the house, I'm the youngest in the house. So them other older, ugly coonbacks that were jealous of me, because, you know, I was young and beautiful. And then, you know, they were working at like restaurants and stuff, like sub place and burger joints and stuff. And here I go, you know, 23 years old, talking about I'm a CNA and I got, you know, waiting on my certificate. And they were like, yeah, we are here. It was another girl came here acting like she was a CNA. She was waiting on a certificate and it never happened. I'm like, I don't care about what she did, baby. I am a CNA. I've been a CNA since 2000 and I think I had 2002. So I had been a CNA for about a little over a year, almost 2 years, something like that. Anyway, you know, they was shucking and driving, jealous and envious and all kind of stuff. It was just a lot of weird fuck shit in that house, you know. But my mom was there, so I felt shielded and protected. You know what I'm saying? Even though, you know, me and my mama didn't grow up, but she wasn't really in my life a lot, but she told me she was, and my mom was on drugs most of my life. But I was proud of her, because when I met her, when I got to there, she was like a whole different person. My mama wasn't drinking no more. Now, she was still smoking cigarettes, but man, my mom wasn't even cussing. Boy, she used to go, if I said a cuss word, she was like, Kitty, you need to watch her out. I'm like, wait a minute, we doing this now? I'm like talking, I'm looking at a whole nother different woman. I don't even know this woman. Who is this? This ain't my mama. Mind you, she only had been gone for about, I guess about, like I said, a month and a half. But you know, that place had really, for a minute, had changed her to all this I'll get in the story about that outreach ministry one day, like deep into detail, like the stuff I experienced there was unreal. Well, about these people, the pastor, and their wife, and their children, and all the secrets, and people drinking and smoking and sleeping around. That place was a whole fucking joke. And I'm gonna tell you how it was a whole joke. Because when I first got there, it was a pre-pastor there, like called him a pastor, but he was there. In the first damn week I was there, this motherfucker tried to make a move on me and kiss me in the movie theaters. Wait a minute, I already knew that the place was fucked up when I was like, but I gotta be here though. I ain't say nothing. I kept it rolling. I kept on like, don't do that shit again. I cussed his ass out. I said, I don't know what, but honey, I ain't give you no impression that I was interested in your ugly bald ass head at all. You know what I'm saying? He apologized, begging me not to say nothing. Don't tell the pastor, the real pastor, and all that, his wife and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? I was like, I ain't gonna say nothing, but don't ever approach me or come up to me like that, cause I ain't gave you no niche. No. You know what I'm saying? These people were sick in this place. Anyway, so like I said, I had met my baby daddy applied me. So when he was first there, I didn't even notice him. But like I said, he wasn't no looker. He was saying when he first there, he had an afro, and he was like he was saving his money. He had to pass the wife and stuff, holding his money. He was saving his money, you know, trying to get off drugs. He was using stuff at the time too, right? But he used to smoke. He was a crackhead. I did cocaine powder. He did, you know, dope is dope, right? But it was totally different. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm, you know, recovering addict. I ain't judge nobody for their past. People change, right? Anyway, I'm just trying to kick it anyway so I can have a few things. Because like I said, I was waiting on my certificate so I can get a job and stuff so I can work and have my own money. So a lot of things happened. It took 2 months for my CNA certificate to get switched over from the state of South Carolina to the state of Tennessee. It took 2 months. So, you know, mama went trying to buy me cigarettes and stuff, and I ain't had no phone, and he got me. He started putting money in my pocket, you know, offered to buy me a phone, you know what I'm saying? Do I need some shoes? And da-da-da-da. Just trying to, you know, give me $100, $200, you know, just throwing money at me. Okay, what then? You know, I was back home hustling. By this time, you know, I think to my daughter, I had got a little wild. I'm in the streets. I'm hustling. You know what I'm saying? I'm dating hustlers and stuff. Like, you know, that I went down Door Road. I'll put it like that. And I had to get out of that town. I was going to end up somewhere I didn't want to be. For real. And so I ended up moving to Tennessee anyway. So he got me, you know, buying things, give me money, you know, basically anything you need, I got you. You know what I'm saying? And got tired of trying to sneak on my mama's phone and call them, and the house phone, and you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, if you get caught talking to somebody in the ministry, you get kicked out. So, you know, I ain't trying to get kicked out, but I sure need some shit, right? I ain't trying to not get the money either at the time, you know. I ain't no gold digger nothing, but I was just trying to get by. You know, like I said, I had a lot of habits, you know, somebody trying to be nice, you know, ain't no female gonna turn down no money. Let's just keep it 100, right? Especially when you need it. Anyway, I got, lemon juice. Not lemon juice, orange. So, you know, it was all cool. We have been kicking it. Yeah. Here and now, he was helping me out. My certificate stuff finally came. 2333 on the clock. Now I'm about to get my little CNA certificate. Now, mind for all this, I got there in February. They found out we was kicking it. Guess what? In order for me to stay there, be able to keep staying in that ministry, guess what? Guess what, y'all? I had to get engaged in him. We had to get engaged. I was forced to get engaged to this man to continue to have my residence at that ministry. Had no feelings for this man. Didn't like him like that at all. Wasn't in love with him. Wasn't none of that. So now we dating for real. Now I gotta have. I went in the ministry for 2 months. Now this was all this is what I mean by propaganda. So I feel like he was paid also implanting, because he was like, yeah, I was focusing on you, I was reading you, I was, he was just letting me know he was studying me and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Before he even approached me. Had a whole plan to come to me, and he told me this out of his own mouth. Over time, not right away, but as time went on. And they told me, they didn't tell me, they're like, he done been in jail for jumping on a woman before his baby mama. Couldn't find out he had 2 kids already, but people got past. I wouldn't judge nobody for that. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I had a kid already too. 25 on the clock. So, but I'm like, okay, maybe he got into it with her. But I didn't know he was like an abuser. Like on some whole double shit. Okay. Anyway, and them knowing this, that he was an abuser, the pastor wife and confirmation birth and all that, they still made me get engaged to this man to be able to stay there. Mind you, I didn't know this man but 2 damn months. I didn't want to be engaged to this man. I didn't want to marry this man. So here's another funny thing about it. So he's supposed to have graduated in November, something like that, or December that year, for his year been up. And I wasn't supposed to graduate, mind you, to that February, because I had to be there a year, like way out to him. So I'm already like in my mind, man, when he leave in December, I'm getting that's when I'm gonna break it off. I ain't gotta see him no more. I'm not marrying this man. Like, this is my whole plan. Like, I got a game plan. Like, when he get ready to graduate, he gotta leave. I'm gonna still be here. How about, I don't know, I think I shared that with somebody. Who I tell that to? I can't remember who. But right when I had got my certificate transfer and I started working there, I had just got a job as a CNA. And I was able to, like, good, I got my own money now. But by this time, they don't force me to get engaged to him. Forced it on me, y'all. I don't even think it was 2 months. I think it was like a month and a half or something. Yeah, it could have been 2 months. Regardless. This was February. By, I think, the end of April or May. That's when I got there in February. I had to be engaged to this man by, it was in the end of April or May or something like that. I was forced to be engaged to him. To stay in this ministry. Continue to stay there. No cap. So I had like, man, when I get my certificate, I'm gonna stop talking to him. And he graduated in December and he gonna have to leave the program, So I got this whole plan about how I'm gonna break this shit off. Y'all, how about come July? I don't know. I think I told somebody I was planning on doing this or nothing, or breaking it off. I'm not marrying this man. Maybe somebody told him, or like I said, he was propaganda in my life too. Cause like I said, he was like, yeah, I was studying you, and I had a whole thought to get you, and then the way they forced me, that ministry forced me to be engaged with him, to stay there. And then on top of that, they kicked me out with him. Something went on about when he get ready to graduate and leave, that I was going to leave with him too. No, fuck, I wasn't. I was like, big, hurry up and get here November, December. Because when this motherfucker leave this ministry, I did not want to be with him. Mind you, there was problems along the way. He became controlling and presenting. Now, once he didn't even put the ring on my finger. He didn't even put the engagement ring on he didn't even ask me to marry him, right? Like, and he went out with the pastor wife to find my ring. They was going all day together. I believe they was doing the knocking the boots. Anyway, and everything was forced, y'all. So, mind you, this was in April or May. I had to actually get engaged with him. I had finally got my certificates switched over and was working. I had finally got my certificate, but I finally got a job of somebody willing to hire me at Tribeca Healthcare. It was a private owned nursing home, but it was a nursing home. So I think I had been working for I'm about to get my first paycheck And I think he had just switched trucking businesses or companies or something. He had went to a new company or something, a better paying company or something. Mind you, he was a truck driver, so he made good money. But that didn't matter when you were a crackhead and got these addictions that he ended up getting back on. That's a whole nother story. Y'all don't even know what your girl been through. So let's just talk about how I was forced to be with this man. So this is April, May. They forced me to be engaged with him to continue to stay there. All right. In June, they kicked me out with him because somebody I was planning on leaving when he leaving before my year up. Some crazy bogus stuff. So they kicked both of us out, supposedly. I think this was all planned too. I think he planned this and because he knew I wasn't going to be with him and I was waiting on him to graduate. And somebody said something. I told something happened. And they know that I did not want to be with this man. So they kicked him out and kicked me out with him. Something I was planning on leaving with him, and no, I wouldn't. See what I'm saying? I was propaganda. I was forced to leave with this man. I had nowhere else to go. So now me and him done got kicked out. Lucky the lady that I had met at work, she was so nice, and her husband let us stay there for like a week until we got our checks, and then we went to a hotel, and we ended up staying in a hotel. Mind you, okay, so this is in June. Now, I just came to this ministry in February. Make this make sense. By June, I'm kicked out of this ministry. By April, May, I'm forced to marry this man. I'm engaged to him. By June, I'm kicked out. By August, he forces me to marry him. That day, I'm supposed to marry him. And let me tell you how narcissistic it is. His birthday is August the 21st. He's so narcissistic, I had to marry him around his birthday. And I feel like this was some type of ritualistic spell work type of shit. Because 3 days after his birthday, he made us get married. Now, when I say made, I mean made. We got married at the courthouse house. I did not want to marry this man, but I had no choice. I'm in the hotel with him. Mind you, by this time, we done moved out. We stay in this hotel, and he had done put his hands on me one time. He had jumped on me because he had stole my money and left with one of his friends and was gone all night. That was the first red flag. Yep. Stole my whole check. Came back with like $70. Talking about they were drinking. I already know that this motherfucker done been out there smoking some crack. I know you're an ex-crackhead. My mom was a crackhead all my life. I sold drugs. Like, nigga, I ain't no fool. You ain't drunk my whole check. My check was like almost $600. That was the first time. And it was the I'm sorry and never, and where I'm gonna go, right? No, can't go back to the ministry. They kick me out. I end up eventually going back there because for some reason, every time I went back there, they let him back. Because it's more details and stuff that a lot of shit happened. But mind you, okay, so he jumped on me because he stole my money. And then in August, 2 days after his birthday, this is the day he planned for us to get married. Mind you, I don't want to marry this man, but what I'm going to do? So that day I got really sick. The day we got married, I was talking about sick. He took off work. He cussing me out. God was trying to stop me then, y'all. I feel like he was trying to stop me then, but it was like, regardless of how sick I was, he made me get up. If I didn't, we were gonna jump on me, basically. Now, the day I was sick, y'all, I had to marry this man. I had nowhere to go. Wasn't going back home to my abusive ass family because my family always ain't been shit. You know what I'm saying? My family got to take accountability for my part of allowing people in my business and stuff like that. But I ain't do nothing, no reason why my daughter got took away. And I had no reason. That was just all on them. For propaganda and stuff too. But I was dating a guy. He was a hustler, like I said. And my aunt took it upon herself to call my baby daddy, mama them, and tell them my business or who I'm dating. None of their business or her business. But she had intentionally moved down the street from me. Y'all didn't understand. My family and these motherfuckers been out for me. You see what I'm talking about? Been out for blood. But anyway, back to the second baby daddy, the one I was forced to marry. So I was forced to marry him the same day. Y'all know what? The same day I was forced to marry him, he raped me. I did not want to sleep with him. I was sick. He forced me on me. He raped me. And that's the same day I got pregnant with our daughter. And I got raped a lot by him. No means no. I don't care if you married someone. I was forced to marry. I was forced to engage him. I was forced to get kicked out of the ministry with him. I was forced to do this. Like, I went through this going back and forth to the ministry, trying to go to Canada, trying to make it work. Because now we married. We got this baby together. I'm stuck for real. Finally, 3.5 years later, I tried to leave one time and go to Atlanta with my... Woo! I ain't gonna get into that. It's another story about what my sister, her man did me. But that she'll lie. She'll lie and tell a whole nother different story. Now, everybody always did shit, but seemed like it made it look like it was killed. They all been pretty good at that one. But I always wanted to make it seem like it was Lakita Dawson, though. You know? And it wasn't me. Like, I had my role to play. I wasn't easy. Yeah, I bugged. But it took a long time for me to snap on people and get to a certain point. I still didn't never treat people how they treated me. Anyway, I went back and forth from that ministry to having to end up back with him in situations, staying at hotels and shit like that. We had an apartment one time, and that's when I was pregnant. At the end of my pregnancy, he was like, we're going to get a place. We're going to get out of this ministry because he would have to pay. Mind you, at one point in time, we had ended up, they had a little shed that we were sleeping in. That went bad from all the abuse. Well, this was before the baby was born. We ended up back at the ministry together. But when I ended up, the first time we ended up in an apartment together, after the hotel, I'm pregnant, and he jumped on me for the second time after we moved into our first apartment together after the hotel. And then it just became a constant abuse. The drugs, constant abuse. And when I was 8 months pregnant, like, we ended up going back to the ministry when I left him after that first time when he jumped on me. And when I was pregnant, they ended up letting me coming back there. After that, I was like 2 months pregnant. And he was still standing in the apartment stuff by himself, but he lost his job doing drugs and stuff. And they let him back in the ministry. Because mind you, he was at that ministry before me, so he had already had to establish a relationship with these people. Because like I said, all this was propaganda, if you ask me. Like, this was all plotted and planned on my life. Okay? Now, I wish I would have kept to myself. At the end of the day, I got to take accountability because I had talked to this man. I had started talking to this man and messing with this man. Just surviving means to get by. But I was forced to be engaged with this man. I was forced to get kicked out of the ministry with this man. I was forced to marry this man. I was raped the same day I was forced to marry him and got pregnant with my daughter. Our daughter. And end up going back and forth there. And it's a lot of stories, a lot of things that happened in between all that, y'all. More detail. I can tell y'all a whole story. Them whole 3.5 years of back and forth from him to that ministry, dealing with the shit in the ministry, doing the stuff with him. I finally found a domestic violence shelter after I had to come back after going to Atlanta with my sister and they got me out of. I had ended up getting bad child support at the time, and which was from him because we ended up I had to end up taking him out on child support just to get a check. But that was something we had to do together because one point in time he had lost his job and they had no money and stuff because he had got out. That was something that was playing together. So anyway, he flipped out. And plus I had got income taxes for myself that year. Now, that was my way to get out. I took that money and I tried to get out. I went to with my sister and then was in Atlanta. Thought they were going to help me act like we was going to move in this 5-bedroom house, and it never happened. Y'all, they blame it on me. I could tell y'all verbatim how everything went what kind of money I sent, let her know I was coming, what kind of money I had to kick out for everybody. I was taking care of my sister, her boyfriend, my nephew, me, and my daughter, all of us. I was paying for the rooms. I was paying for this. I was giving them money. It was everything. And when my money gone, we ended up sleeping at his sister's house in a closet, a hot water heater on the floor, me and my daughter. And I had to end up going back to Tennessee to that abuse, back to that ministry where he ended up back up at again too when I came back down. So there I go, and then we end up leaving that ministry again. It was like back and forth from that ministry to him to, you know. But when I found that domestic violence shelter, I ain't looked back. That's how you know my people got over on me and did me wrong. You see what I'm saying? I had to go back to that abuse. Because I had no choice. I was gone about 2 months. By the time I was gone 2 months and I had been gone, he was already seeing somebody else in another church that they had not merged with. Now, 2 months. Okay. But it was cool though. You know, I called myself, I didn't think I would come back. I thought I was good and gone. I didn't thought I was trying to go back there, y'all. My sister did me and her boyfriend did me low down and dirty, got me for all my money. But they'll tell a whole nother different story. A whole nother different lie. You know, that's another story for another day. These people be tripping me out, yo, my life. But, you know, it's only the pressure, I only created a beautiful diamond life. But yeah, I was forced. He was propaganda in my life, just like my first baby daddy. Like my family had never had no family reunion on my mama's side. We so happened to have a family reunion. This is my first baby daddy now. We just so happened to have a family reunion at this ranky-dank ass hotel, La Quantine. This was our first family reunion ever on my mama's side of the family, because we don't. But it so happened to be at this ranky-dank hotel. It so happened why I ended up meeting my baby daddy. He ended up coming with my cousin, one of my second cousins was the same age as me. Coming with her boyfriend. He was their friend. She wanted to introduce him to me. Set up. That whole family reunion could have been set up, put together just for that reason. All I know. Could not, but that was the only family reunion we had. First and the last I know of. I think they had one years later when we went around, they tried it again. I'm talking about years later. It was the most saddest, awfulest family reunion experience. Honey, I would never, like, I done seen them on TV, I done heard of family reunions. And that wasn't no family reunion, that was some bullshit. We might as well just went to church on Sundays and just ate like we do anywhere else. Like all we did was eat food in the banquet hall. And sat around and drunk. Bored. I was stuck there because at the time I didn't have a vehicle. I was riding with family members and stuff like that. And they want to introduce him to me. Even when I didn't want to see this dude no more. Somehow he got my grandma's number. You know why? Because my cousin gave my grandma's number when I was staying with my grandma. And I'm talking about this. Then my grandma ended up, honey, he was propaganda in my life too. Because even when I didn't want to see him, I was like, man, he doing too much. He around me too much. Like, I couldn't breathe. You know what I'm saying? He had a car and stuff. Mind you, I'm a senior high school. He got a car and stuff. So, you know, girl thinks she's doing it, you know. Ooh, he was like, I was 17 and he was 19. Yeah, he already had a child. He had a baby already at 16 years old. He had a 3-year-old daughter when I met him. I didn't judge. I ain't had no kids yet. I wasn't planning on being serious, but he kept breathing down my neck. He kept coming around all the time. I really didn't like him like that either. I didn't. It's crazy how people just kind of force their way in my life. And I couldn't breathe. I couldn't do nothing. I remember telling him, like, man, we need some space. We need some space. I don't want to talk no more. I was like, fine. I was like, fine, okay, that's fine. You know, I just want to be friends. We good. That wasn't enough. 44, 1 o'clock. No. Somehow he's still around. I thought we were just going to be friends. Like, space. I thought about it. I said that, but I don't really want no space. I want us to really come along all along while he stuck. Like, he was living out his car. Basically, I ran away from home. I didn't even know all this. Wouldn't get along. Now his dad then was a pastor and preacher, church folks. And boy, the story with him was a trip to y'all. My stories are. I even wonder is the way I met this one was it propaganda? You know what I'm talking about? I just wonder because I know I've been up on the experiment, and I've been. Now that I know what I know for a fact my family them been against me, and it's a reason why. And all this stuff been propaganda and people placed in my life and things that been happening to me. The way they treated me, how they treated me, continue to do stuff was all intentionally. Like it makes sense today. All the spell work and trying to slow me down and stop me, and energy harvesting off me, and trying to have my kids took from me, and the men that was placed in my life was intentionally, you know what I'm talking about? Like, this shit been crazy, yo. Forced on me and all kind of stuff, My life been a whole dude. My life been a whole damn dude. And then these same motherfuckers that were propagating my life still being paid to be a part of my life, to be part of this whole conspiracy of trying to take me out over some insurance policies and inheritance and stuff like that. Still trying to use my kids, my family and stuff, and still trying to use my kids and all this other stuff to get to me and do stuff, and still trying to target me. Doing all this spell work and planting and plotting and all of me because people left me something when they passed on. I've been getting out of trying to clear out that karma deck for being a part of that whole stuff too. How my daddy them, how they always been well off enough to take me in and take care of me. They never did because they was paid not to. They was told not to. They wanted to sacrifice me for my energy anyway. My whole life has been a goddamn joke. And y'all give y'all some detail and tell y'all some stories or some things. Y'all be like, no. And I ain't got no reason. Y'all know I'm not gonna speak no but divine truth and clarity up here. I ain't got time. I ain't finna shuck and drive. And I don't mind telling things that I done did in my life that I ain't proud of, because I done did some shit basically to myself, not to other people. I done ran my mouth and I talk about shit. But things I've done to myself because of situations I've been put in to survive of what I'm not proud of. Things I did as a child, which we do stupid things as kids, right? That I wasn't proud of. Like I say, I was basically nobody don't know. I had to lose my virginity at 11 years old just to feed me and my sister. So I was having these tendencies of being with people when I ain't had no business. You see what I'm saying? And I did things that a child wouldn't put. It's a child, young child. Even though you know better, you still don't know better, really. Especially when you get introduced to things like that and you don't even understand. Now that you've been penetrating that way, you don't understand it. And then you have these urges. You might do stuff you don't even know what you're doing, and now you tricked to do like things you ain't proud of. You know what I'm talking about? So as a kid, but I don't hold nothing I did as a kid as no guilt. Like I was a victim too. I was innocent. I was a victim of things that happened to me too. You know what I'm saying? So if I did things that was fucked up as a kid because I was a kid doing stuff that was because messed up things happened to me that I didn't understand a couple here with my own body, So I'm not never holding on to no type of guilt like that. Like I don't forgive myself for anything I've ever done, and I've confessed of things in my life that I'm not proud of that I've done to myself and others. And I've asked for forgiveness, and if people can't forgive me, they're holding on to them. I hurt them in a type of way. That's something that they're gonna have to ask to God for. But other than that, I don't just go around deliberately hurt people. Especially I got grown and knew better. I didn't know, but I did a lot of things to myself. But most of my life, I've been in relationships, whether that was forced or intentional. Most of my life, I've been in a relationship. You know, and I've been on my own since I was 17. I would say 16 and a half, so realistically, but you know, been feeling for me and myself since a little. Me and my sister since a little, because you know my mom was on drugs and stuff, and thrown around the family, and a lot of times out in these streets begging for food, trying to get by, and you know. But I'm gonna tell you what saved my life is when I went to high school and started playing sports. I didn't realize, like, I know I could pick up a ball and bounce it and stuff. Like, I used to like to shoot around the Boys and Girls Club. So I know how to dribble and do layups and basically stuff like that, because we got to go one summer. So I was just naturally good when I picked up the ball. I just was naturally good at dribbling. I knew I was fast. I knew I was strong, because when I was, my mom abused me growing up. So I used to work out around 4th grade. I started working out because one day in my mind, I was going to beat my mom. I was going to get up off of me, you know, keep her from beating on me and stuff. Because I was abused bad as a child. My mom took all her frustration out on me, even though it was me and my sister. We were 16 months apart, but she was so much more frail and little than me. So my mama took all that frustration and pain, what she went through, what she had to go through and endure, what they were placed on her, her life out on me. I had to wear her pain. I forgive her for it. I ain't mad. I get it. You know, my mama was raped by 3 guys when she was young and got beat for it. You know, she was mentally disturbed and things happened to her too. You know, when things happen to us and as kids and stuff, and as adults, we kind of, you know, those toxic traits linger into our relationships, our childhoods, into our children, and so on and so on, right? Especially if we ain't healing and unhealed, and, you know, just generational curses, basically. But, yeah, my life, we all got stories to tell, and I'm just giving some, like, snippets of it, right? But my life it's been challenging. I've had to overcome a lot. You know, abortions. I made decisions I ain't proud of when I was young and dumb and stupid. You know, dating married men. You get karma for that shit. When I say I'm the type of person to get instant karma, I got instant karma for that shit. For those 2 abortions I had to get one when I was 15, then another one when I was 22. I got instant karma for that shit. The things I've chosen to do to survive and get by, and life, man. That's like a lot of us women, I feel like out there, we don't be wanting to do stuff like, you know, sex sells, right? And it seems like, you know, we got to let ourselves go. That's why you devalue yourself. I seen a little post earlier, somebody say, why do people cheat? Why people cheat? I say, you know why people cheat? You ain't got to cheat, and everybody don't cheat. You know, hold up. Confirmation, bro. Excuse me. People cheat because they don't value themselves and they don't love who they are. When you love yourself and you value yourself, you worthy of who you are. You value your energy. You know your energy is sacred, so you're not going to be just sharing your energy with any and everybody. Once you heal and learn to love yourself and know thyself and understand who you are as a divine whole well-being, you don't cheat because you're loyal to you. You're loyal to the divine essence of who you are within. That's why you're loyal. People cheat because they're not loyal to who they are. They don't value themselves and they don't love themselves. That's why. Because when you value yourself and love yourself, you don't care what other people do or not. You're not cheating because you know how sacred and important your own energy is. So if people fucking up over you and fumbling in the bag, that's on you. Know that eventually the same energy that you're producing, if you're staying loyal and faithful, you're going to attract that energy. God going to give you that divine loyal person out there. Or you just gonna be loyal enough if it ain't a loyal one enough out there for you. You just kind of go on this journey and exuberant by yourself alone. And that's okay. Because nobody can't match your energy in that way. But it's loyal people out there. It's faithful people out there. People only cheat because they don't love themselves. And we only do stuff. We mess around. Because we devalue ourselves. Even when we got to go out here and messing with other people, men and stuff, that shit come back on you. That's because you don't love yourself. And the man that's messing around with you, if a man that cheat, let me tell you something. If a man or woman cheat on their spouse or significant other, or girlfriend or whoever with you, and that's when a lot of people get fucked up at. Because you know in the back of your mind, if that man or that woman is going to cheat, don't ever think that woman going to... I seen this when I was little with my mama. Okay? Don't ever think because that man left his wife or woman for you that he ain't going to do the same thing to you. You think if he was cheating on you or on his wife or his girlfriend or whoever to mess around with you, you don't think he doing the same thing to you or she doing the same thing to you? You got to be stupid. Because that's what they are. That's what they know. And a person that is willing to sleep with another person that you know got a man or a woman, they're not to be trusted either. If a single, so-called single person will sleep with you or want to mess around with you when they know you got somebody, they're not to be trusted. That means they'll mess around on you because if they want you to cheat on your mate to be with them, they're going to cheat on you too. Because they know you're not loyal. They're going to feel like if you cheat on your man or woman, you're going to cheat on them too. So y'all be fucked up out there, y'all. So, and like I say, the reason why we do stupid shit like that, because we don't know our work, we don't value ourselves, we don't know how sacred our energy is. I know today, I've been knowing for a while now. Even though I've been in this relationship for 10 years, as I healed and I grow, I understand frequency and I understand my sacred energy. And me and him is not on the same frequency. He still do a lot of things that my body don't participate in. So he got a lot of attachments to him that I have worked on. And I don't want those entities attached to me. I already have to clear my energy a lot from spiritual attacks and stuff and people throwing energy at me and trying to hit. So I keep my energy sacred because I don't need those extra attachments that I know that, because I know what type of frequency he on. See what I'm saying? So I have to keep my energy sacred to protect myself from any attachments to him and all these other attacks that be going to me from other people. So if I harness my own energy, that's what I'm saying. Despite what me and him go through or whatever, if we even disconnected and we just living together, I'm still loyal because I'm loyal to myself. You see what I'm saying? Even if I was to meet somebody else new, I'm not just trying to give my body to him. I'm not. Now I seen a video where a dude was like, these women out here that got 3, 4 baby daddies. Oh, no, not 3, 4 baby daddies. 3, 4 kids. Could be baby daddies, but... And that's what I was saying earlier. I got 3 baby daddies, but all my baby daddies was propagating on me, and my kids are spaced out. I got a 22-year-old. Then my second daughter is 15, and then my last daughter is 10. So they all spaced out. You see what I'm saying? I wasn't even trying to have these kids. Shit happened. Then yeah, I had when I was 15, yeah, and then when I was 22, yeah. But yeah, realistically, I probably would have had 5 kids, but I did. And those would have been spaced out between. Some would have been close to 15, then I had my other daughter at 18, so you know, that was a 3-year span. And then 18, I got pregnant again when I was 22, 18, 19, 22. So that was 4-year span. So it's still, regardless. You gotta value, when I was saying you gotta value your own energy. Oh yeah, I seen a video where this dude was like, to these women out here that got 3, 4 baby dads, talking about you saving yourself. Damn right. Because women y'all don't understand, yeah, just because I got 3, 4 babies, don't mean I don't want to make another person wait, because we evolve, we grow, we mature, we start realizing who we are in these times, and keep our energy sacred. So yeah, just because I got 3 kids, and all of a sudden I know who I am today, and I value my energy, and I'm not just gonna lay up with you. I don't want you anyway if you feel that way. If you're damn right, my energy sacred. You damn right. Just because I got 3 kids, and you think we ain't always gonna be easy. We was young and dumb at one point. You know what I'm talking about? Like, some people actually mature and grow up. All of us don't stay thoughts and hoes out there, you know. A lot of us was like that a lot of times. Like I say, for me in particular, was for survival tactics. A lot of times I was in relationships, whether I was propaganda in or not, when I was with these people, when I was dating these people, I was in relationships, I was just with these people. Despite how they did me. Again, I've always been, when I was in a relationship, I didn't care. I was loyal, because I always never cheated. Like, I don't care. Like, I've been like that since I was young. I've always wanted to be with somebody, and it's just who I am. My soul is loyal. So, but when I was single though, I was single. But I wouldn't be like that today. If I was single today, I'm gonna value my energy. And it's gonna take I'm not just gonna fall for any okie doke. I'm not. My mindset different. The way I move, the way I think, I'm just not that same. I'm a woman now. I'm not that hurt, damaged, traumatized, desperate, seeking for love and attention outside of myself. You know what I'm saying? Need validation, need to feel some type of way, and And I got to the point where I don't like sleeping with people, and I feel used. That disconnect. Yeah, I'm not gonna be just feeling like I'm just laying on my back and everything. You know what I'm saying? I got master control of my sexual energy. You know what I'm saying? I got major control of my sexual energy. Well, I don't even have to, even though I'm not messing around, I don't even have to mess with myself. For what? If I'm gonna do that, I might well, even though it'd be my own energy, and I feel like if I was to, but I'm just saying, I can have 3 kids, and all of a sudden I want to make somebody wait, because now I value who I am. I know my worth, and I'm keeping my energy sacred, and I have the right to. And if that's too much for anybody today, you can't just get to know me, you know what I'm saying, and for real, see where it's gonna go or whatever. And then I don't want to. Motherfuckers be having all kind of entity and demons and shit, and your energy is sacred like that. You can't just be laying up with motherfuckers like that. Especially when you find out and realize who you are on an energetic level, how valuable your energy is. You don't just be doing that. Shit. I'm priceless. Even to be in my presence, be with me, I feel like a lot of us, we priceless. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can't just be giving our energy away and allowing ourselves to be drained like that, anymore. We've been there, done that. And now we enter and understand why people treat us how they treat us and done the things they done to us, because they want to feed off our energy. In order to feed off earth angels and divine ones' energies like that, we had to be low vibrational. That's the only way that the lower entities can feed off your energy. If you in fear, low vibrational, throwing your body out there, all that, when you hold your energy sacred and you start loving yourself and, mastering parts of yourself and stuff and working on yourself, and you heal, they can't have your energy. They can't cipher off your energy like that no more. Because your energy is sacred and protected. So, yeah. They get mad then. But now you in control. You realize how powerful you are and why they did, and they continue to try to do the things they do to keep you low vibrational. Because that's the only way that can feed off your energy. You got to be in a certain frequency and vibration. They can't feed off your energy if you're not vibrating low. They can't. If you're not having any of these attachments, and they can't. They cannot. And that's why they get mad, and they try to do everything they can do to try to hit you where it hurts with your love life, your finances, your children, and everything else, because they need you to be low vibration so they can continue to feed on you, whether it's your family, friends, lovers, the sister, whatever. these entities, beings, and deities, and demons. Yeah, you need to be at a certain low. You need to be at a low vibration, certain vibration and frequencies for them to feed off you. If you're not in low vibrating low, they can't feed off you. They starve. You know what I'm saying? So they really try to do things and tear your world up. But you gotta remember who you are. You gotta allow the pressure to create a beautiful dominant life. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, when you keep fighting, stand your ground, they have to free. And they have to respect, give credit where credit is due. And they have to rightfully give you what's yours sooner or later. And they got to get the fuck up off you. Then they got to pay that karmic debt. Man, life is beautiful. But yeah, I got that. I got this little, I'm working on this little part up here, y'all. I got the little, I ain't even have to go get no more little, I still got some Q-tips though. Okay. But yeah. So let me finish that top part. I ain't gonna worry about that because I probably can do it with the Q-tips I got. Then what I'm trying to figure out is what I'm gonna do at the bottom down here. Y'all, let me go get a charger because my phone about to go dead. Alright, y'all. I guess I got some little bit more footage for y'all, didn't I? Y'all know I'm always gonna try to record or do something when I'm working. Just speak, you know, whatever I'm down to speak on and, you know, share my journey, you know. Get bits and pieces of my story. And I don't get nothing but divine truth and clarity. I don't try to make up no shit or tell nothing for no attention or nothing. That ain't me. But I am guided to delve a little bit more into my life experiences as I paint and stuff. You know. Y'all love these up there right here. That's how I get my little protein. I try to eat nuts and stuff. Get my little protein. One way. Everybody else though. Not really. I might eat something with protein now. Sometimes beans or something, but pretty much these are what I eat. Some type of nut or something like that. Almond or something. Almonds, pistachios, cashews, walnuts, pecans, stuff like that. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do at the bottom down here because now I got it done up here. I still gotta do stuff up here and here though. Put the stars in and all that. But the bottom part, I'm thinking about making that black and white. Yeah, I might make that black and white right now. Cause it's like boxes, checkers. I mean chest. At the doorway, the walkway right there, and then I call myself have a little pool right here. Piece of pool right here. And I might keep that there, I might not. And it's just like trying to get the background going and stuff like that. Trying. I'm not good with like making stuff look like point of views and stuff. I guess you want her. I'm not good with the making stuff look far away up close and all that other stuff. I ain't really got into that. That's why, you know, I heard to learn a few little techniques, but I just go with the flow. Everything I do just be off sheer raw talent. Just for real. Everything I do. Nothing. Probably I learned some techniques and stuff. I'd probably be a better artist, but never know. I might one day. But all you gotta do is keep painting. All I got better over years. Keep painting and figure it out. Cause I'm getting, I guess, over the years. The more I continue to paint, you know, the better I probably get at it. For real. Cause I have grown over these past 4 years. This is gonna always be something that I do. Always meditation for me. It's part of my meditation, you know. So I figure I just get better over the years. But like I said, this paint right here, it ain't gonna be my best painting because I really, you see it's taking me, usually it only take me sometimes a month to do a paint like this or less. Depends on how frequent I am, but it'd be a lot of stagnation and do a little bit, because a lot of spell stuff, work and stuff been done to try to slow my creativity and stuff down, so let me procrastinate, be lazy, and like not want to work, not like talking about sacred chakra and everything, spending me a lot of heavy attacks. But I noticed I've been breaking it more and more. That's why I keep trying to do a little bit at a time, because the more I keep showing up and I do a little bit at a time, a lot, however, that, you know, I break those spells. And then sometimes I get like stuck at like what I want to do at certain parts, like what colors I want to use, how I want to paint this, sometimes I do that too, but there's been like a lot of spell work that's been kind of causing me to procrastinate and stuff like this, but I never let nothing stop me, baby. Never. I love y'all. I appreciate everybody that like supports me and, you know, like, comment, you know, even views. You know, it'll be a lot of y'all viewing out there that don't like, but you must do like, you keep chiming in. Well, whether it's our India or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I did get me a new black evil eye today and bracelet, and you know, I got me something I got to get today. Protect me from people that got 11114 on the clock, and 1 and 4 is my number. Protect me from people that have envy towards me, you know. So I won't have to deal with those attacks. All the envious people, you know. Give me the evil eye, envy, and stuff. So that's you can get an evil eye, but that envy, that's a whole nother. If they envy you so much, I'd rather see you dead. 1114, 11141. I'd rather see you dead before you keep going, embarrassing your greatness, or feel like you up and down, whatever these sad six. It's sad how people are. So, all that envy make people want to kill you. So, I make sure I figured out something to do and got me today to protect me from people that's envious of me. So, that's on them. I'm already protected anyway, but, you know, I just had extra measures or whatever I'm guided to do. Oh, nothing malicious, though. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing malicious about using techniques and things you can do to protect yourself. As long as you ain't doing no petitions and rituals for me, that's how I feel. I ain't doing nothing towards them or trying to hurt or harm nobody. I can do whatever I need to do to protect myself. And if me protecting myself, you run into a brick. I'm already protected. Confirmation. If me protecting myself with that power and you run into a brick wall, that's on you. Like I said, I'm already protected. I said that, it went on. So confirmation. I ain't really gotta do nothing but stay in my high heart. You know, because I don't, like I said, I always say like that. I don't hate nobody. I don't even hate nobody or these people I know doing this stuff. I just manifest that everybody's healed. Let this world become a better place. Like Martin said, can't we all just get along? That type of shit, you know? But no, it's hard for people to get along with them and getting back to not loving yourself. Some people, I don't know why people are envious and jealous of other people. And that potentially because they don't love themselves. You probably love who you are, appreciate you who you are, and gratitude for who you are, and embrace who you are no matter what. Because we all made different, you know? Don't be jealous and envious of other people because they're doing something different or come different than you. Because you're special. Everybody's special in their own way. We're all unique in our own way. Just be grateful for who you are. Be admired by others. Not envious or jealous. Be admired. I'm over here eating stuff. Y'all know I'm good anyway. But anyway, I'm not gonna be able to too much longer. It's 11411 on the clock. And I guess I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna say what I have to say. I ain't gonna do no more art tonight. It's getting late. I'm just gonna chill for the rest of the night. And just chill. Probably tap into some energy to see what's going on, what's energetically going on, or whatever. But I would do a reading, but 14414. But since I'm already up here doing this, I say read it for another time. Okay. Until next time, beautiful diamonds of light. Remember, the pressure do what? Create a beautiful diamond of light. I know.